It started with a vibration. I was sitting at my kitchen counter, sipping black coffee and reviewing encrypted blueprints on my secure tablet, when the ground gave a subtle but distinct tremble. Not an earthquake, just a low, grinding rumble like machinery gone rogue. I stood up, looked out the front window, and immediately felt my stomach tighten. The HOA landscaping crew was back. Only this time, they weren't trimming bushes or reseeding the front easement. They had heavy equipment, a backhoe, a concrete saw, and a jackhammer aimed directly at the storm drainage access point that runs parallel to my house's foundation. My name is James Rollins. I live in a quiet neighborhood on the edge of Black Ridge, Arizona. My house looks normal enough. One story, sandstone exterior, privacy fencing, tidy yard. What no one knows or is supposed to is that my property overlays a fiber-reinforced secure vault system designed to protect underground communication lines. The foundation is integrated into a federal backup node for emergency communications. So when the HOA crew accidentally cut into it, they didn't just crack concrete, they triggered a federal protocol. Apparently Karen, the HOA vice president and part-time beautification coordinator, had received a resident complaint that the storm drain cover near my house was ugly and possibly not up to code. Instead of calling the city, she decided to make it a community project. And that's how three unqualified workers with a backhoe managed to breach reinforced sub-foundation plating. The moment they hit the fiber ring, the network sensors went live. I didn't even have to call anyone. A silent alert was sent directly to the Department of Homeland Security. Within 20 minutes, I had two black SUVs on my street, followed by a nondescript box truck with no plates. Karen, of course, had no idea what was happening. I came outside as she approached, clipboard in hand, completely unfazed. "We're just fixing that old concrete around the side," she said. "It's an eyesore." "You've hit reinforced infrastructure," I said calmly. "You need to stop right now." She rolled her eyes. "It's just cement, Mr. Rollins. No need to be dramatic." Just then, a man in a dark gray suit approached and held up a badge. "Ma'am," he said, "this is now a secured perimeter. We'll need you and your crew to vacate immediately." Karen's smugness cracked. "Excuse me? I'm on the HOA board." "Yes," the agent replied flatly, "and you just compromised federal protective systems embedded in this property's foundation. You're lucky our response time is fast." Her eyes widened. The clipboard slipped slightly in her grip. The crew was escorted off-site. The jackhammer was seized. And Karen? She was quietly interviewed in the back of a black vehicle for over an hour. They didn't press charges, likely to avoid drawing attention, but she was issued an official federal warning and placed on a restricted access list, barring her from initiating any further construction or landscaping efforts in the neighborhood without advance government clearance. The HOA president resigned a week later. Word spread quickly. Neighbors stopped complaining about my plain driveway or my unusual satellite dish. The truth is, my home is part of a hardline emergency grid used during national outages or cyber attacks. The fiber vault under my foundation is linked directly to Western Command backup systems. Most of the equipment is silent, passive, and harmless until someone tries to dig through it. I reinforced the damaged section and installed sensor alarms that ping both me and federal responders if tampered with again. It won't happen a second time. Karen no longer makes eye contact. She walks her dog briskly past my house, sometimes crossing the street entirely. The HOA now sends all repair notices through legal counsel before acting. A far cry from the days of hand-delivered violation slips and self-authorized crews. And the storm drain? Still there, still gray, still ugly if you ask Karen, but now surrounded by discreet warning markers and sealed with a federal-grade cap, because sometimes the ugly things are what keep the rest of us safe.